We got two more players hitting the transfer portal, and you're definitely going to be familiar with these guys. One's on offense, and the other's on defense. I'm standing up, the lights behind me have been turned to green, and you know what that means. Another transfer portal update. What's going on, Canes fans? I apologize for the crackly, nasally, wonky voice. Your boy Coop is sick, but Coop ain't got time to be sick. There's news to break about the Miami Hurricanes. So the first player we're going to talk about that has hit the portal today is cornerback and or safety Al Blades Jr. Now this one does hurt a little bit because most of us are familiar with his dad, who also played at the University of Miami. So there were very high expectations whenever Blades Jr. stepped onto campus. Unfortunately for Al Blades Jr., he never really made a splash here at the University of Miami. Now, it was tough for him, however, because he was hit with a lot of injuries and he had some medical issues as well during the COVID year, and he never really seemed to bounce back after that. He actually did see a lot of playing time early here at Miami, and many believe that he was a star in the making because, well, you know, the Blades name carries a lot of weight. But once again, unfortunately, as I already said, after the injuries and the health issues, he continued to see his playing time decline. And also, once they moved him to safety, it was really tough to earn snaps over guys like James Williams and Cam Kinchens. Blades did release an official statement on his Twitter page, and we'll take a look at that right quick. And it's been interesting because most of the players have released an official statement, but there's been a handful that have decided to not do that. But you can let me know how you feel about that down in the comment section. Some people are a little weird about it. Some people say it doesn't matter because it's time to move on. Some people are saying that maybe a few of the players are a little bitter and they don't feel like that they want to put out any type of statement thanking the coaching staff or fellow players or anything like that. To be honest, I sit somewhere in the middle. If they don't want to put anything out, like, you don't want to burn any bridges, right? But at the same time, you're moving on. So it's usually copy and paste. It's just a bunch of the same nonsense. It's saying something just to say something, in my opinion. So I really don't care. But ABJ posted up on Twitter, "Miami will always be in my blood and be my home. I will be entering the portal for my last year of eligibility." So that is in fact true. Al Blades Jr. will have 1 year of eligibility remaining to play at the college level. He then tweeted after that, "I love this school and city and it will always be home. The fans and city have shown me love since high school. This one hurts, but I'll never forget my time as a Cane." And for Al Blades Jr., this is one where I truly believe that this was a tough call for him. I mean, again, you have to understand, so many people don't know how to set their Canes pride aside. When they come on my channel and they always say, "Coop, if I got into Miami, I would ride the bench my entire career if it meant I got to be a Miami Hurricane." But you have to understand, guys, these guys also have to think about their future, providing for their families if they want to go to the NFL. So at this point, with 1 year remaining, if he was going to continue to see his playing time decrease, it makes sense for him to go ahead and hit the portal. And as I say, it's very easy, guys, to just say, go be great and move along. Now, the next player that hit the portal today was on offense, and that's going to be wide receiver Keyshawn Smith. And this one does hurt a little bit as well because there were times that we saw some flashes from this guy. But in the end, it really seemed like the JUCO transfer Colby Young came in and took over the majority of Keyshawn's snaps. Now, Keyshawn is a third-year sophomore with plenty of eligibility left. And personally, if I had to guess, I would think that he would look into some colleges that are more back out west in his hometown. So possibly maybe somewhere in California, somewhere where he could be with family again and it wouldn't be such a struggle for them to come watch him play in college football games. And Keyshawn Smith is another one of the players that has, at least at this point in time, not put out an official statement. Now, whether there's anything to that or not, or maybe he just comes out and puts something out at a later point in time, I don't really know. It's all just speculation at this point, but no official statement that I can show you guys at this point in time. And surprisingly, Keyshawn Smith is actually only the second player on the offensive side of the ball to declare for the transfer portal. And I'll actually take you guys over and show you the official updated list here. Again, just keeping in mind that I'm not putting guys that are rumored on this list. These are guys that have come out and said, I am entering the transfer portal. So the official count now up to 9 players. Again, only 2 of those on offense. You've got Gilbert Frierson, Thad Franklin, Elijah Roberts, Allen Hay, Jalen Harrell, Keyshawn Washington, Avante Williams, and in today's video, Al Blades Jr. and Keyshawn Smith. And again, like I said, guys, just wish all of these players well and keep it moving. If they don't want to be here, I promise you that you don't want them to be here. We want guys that are diehard, ride or die Miami Hurricanes, and that doesn't mean that these guys weren't. But if they're not all in the 2023 season, you don't want them on the field taking snaps. We're talking about turning this thing around. We're talking about rebuilding the culture, and that is going to mean a mass exodus. I'm going to mention this every single transfer portal video because I'm still seeing fans that are saying this is a bad move. This is such a bad look. I can't believe that Canes fans are on the sideline saying, let's go, let's purge these guys. Again, I wish them well, but this is a process that needs to happen. And it's honestly something a lot of times that needs to happen anytime new coaches come in because, a lot of times these players resent some of the new coaches and they really don't want to be here and they find themselves just going through the motions and they're not necessarily bought in. So again, I still view this as a good thing. The official portal count up to 9 players exiting the University of Miami, and the list that I was personally given, I can't give names here on YouTube, had 22 players on it. So that would mean that there would still be 14 more players that would enter the portal. But just keep in mind that, anybody can change their mind at any point. These guys have a lot on their plate. They have to really sit down and weigh their options. They're going to talk with family, talk with the coaching staff potentially, and they might change their mind if they're on the edge. But again, 22 players is roughly the number that I was given. We'll see how close we are to that here in the next couple of weeks. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below about losing Al Blades Jr. and Keyshawn Smith to the transfer portal. Probably going to be 1 or 2 of these videos a week for the foreseeable future. I will keep you guys up to date right here on this channel. Make sure that you double check, click the subscribe button if you're not already subbed. That way you can stay up to date with Miami Hurricanes news and drama because there might also be a coaching change or 2 on the way very soon. And no, we're not talking about Josh Gaddis, in case y'all want to jump in the comment section and speculate. But you can wish and dream if you want to. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family. But at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.